Alright, this is Ubaid on behalf of V Electronics, and in this video we're going to be talking about inventory turnover. Okay, so when we talk about inventory turnover, alright, we're talking about things like better cash flow, okay, things like strong sales, okay, also weak or strong demand, okay, for the inventory. So next time you stock your inventory, you can figure out whether you want to buy an item in wholesale in bulk based on your inventory turnover ratio. Okay, so the inventory turnover ratio, if this is a high ratio, okay, this has to do with strong sales. So sales are high. Okay, but it could also mean insufficient stock, so not enough stock. Not enough stock. Maybe your inventory does not have, okay, items with long shelf life. Okay, maybe you have items that are sold right away. Okay, maybe you don't have items that you could keep for more than a year. All right. Um, High ratio could also mean efficient management. So we're talking about business management. So efficient business management. Efficient business management. So this has to do with management. Now, apart from business management, okay, there are other things that this inventory turnover ratio will tell you. Okay, we're not going to go into much more depth than that. Okay, apart from that, your low ratio has to do with weak demand. Okay, so low ratio. This is weak demand. Okay, it may indicate overstocking, so maybe you're buying too much inventory. Okay, so buying too much, buying more than what you can sell. Okay, it could also mean, okay, you have items that have gone out of trend. Okay, you have products that have gone out of trend, such as electronics, for example. So let's say your inventory has gone out of trend, as a result of which you have a lot of inventory and low inventory turnover. So it has to do with trend and demand. All right, so when you do have a high or low ratio, it will tell your business to make adjustments, okay, to the amount of inventory that you buy and sell, as well as the frequency at which you buy that inventory. Okay, so let's say you are a retailer who goes ahead and orders 20 units from a wholesaler in bulk. Okay, and you have too many of those products in your inventory already. So as a result of which, what you're going to do is you're going to end up keeping those 20 units, and you will stop ordering any more units, okay, from the same supplier. Okay, so any additional units, as a result of which, okay, you will have high inventory turnover. If you keep ordering the same units that you can't sell at a fast enough pace, okay, what's going to end up happening is you will have a low inventory turnover from overstocking. Okay, the same goes for frequency. The frequency at which you buy 20 units, let's say every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, may or may not lead to overstocking and a low inventory turnover. Okay, apart from purchasing, you also have pricing. Okay, so if you do have a lot of inventory, let's say your inventory turnover rate is low, okay, it may indicate a low demand for your products or your inventory, as a result of which you may need to offer discounts and promotions. You may need to bring your price down a bit to increase that demand. And as the demand goes up, the sales will go up and you will have a higher inventory turnover rate. Okay, apart from pricing, you also have warehousing. Okay, so warehousing has to do with inventory turnover, and the idea is to optimize space and labor. Okay, so the product life cycle again has to do with inventory turnover. You decide when you want to discontinue products. All right, okay, so on and so forth. So again, inventory turnover. This has to do with purchasing, pricing, okay. All right, so that would be it for this video on behalf of V Electronics. This is Obey. Have yourself a